And welcome back to Island Life Live, live at the Tulalip Resort and Casino here in Washington State. This is going to be our hale for the next few days because of this gentleman over here. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Hawaiian Council, Kuhio Lewis. How you, boss?
Aloha, good morning, well, good afternoon.
Yeah, it's blurry for you. How long has your team been kind of like preparing for this, and how many trips have you made personally to Tulalip before convention?
We've made a few trips. I think it was 3 now that we've come and spent some time with the tribe. They invited us to a canoe landing ceremony a few months ago, which was pretty incredible. Really shows how connected they are to us. They're water people. Mm-hmm. You know, they travel by way of water, sea. So a lot of connections there. But it's been a lot of learning about them, and that's important before you come over here, understanding who they are and them understanding us.
It's the same thing for the tourists who come to Hawaii. We would like them to learn about us before they come, and that's kind of part of your guys' job. That's what you guys do. Mm-hmm. What have you learned from them?
You know, I've learned a lot. I mean, they have economic sovereignty over here, and you know, us back home at home. The reason why so many of our Hawaiians are moving away from the islands is because they just can't afford to live there. And so I think there's a lot that we can learn from the North American, Northwestern tribes here in terms of how they've economically sustained their people. It's also a chance to strengthen the relationships with Native peoples across America. It's an interesting time in American history with the leadership that's in place. So banding together as Native communities at a national level is really important. So it's for that reason. It's also because our people are here in great numbers, and we want to make sure they're supported so that our culture lives in them.
And I love that you said that you know it's a different time in American history at this point, but there's also a different time in Hawaiian history. Hawaiian history is being made right now. We're looking at what's happening in the media and what you folks are doing by bringing this particular convention off the island, out of the Pai'aina and into the continent. About what are we looking at in the way of numbers of people being here? Where are our Kanaka coming from?
So Washington is the 3rd largest population of Hawaiians. So there's first Hawaii, of course. There's 320,000 Hawaiians in Hawaii, and then there's California right behind that, and then Washington. So there's more Hawaiians in Washington than in Las Vegas. So it's a big number of Hawaiians that are moving here, and I feel like when we got off the plane yesterday, we had our chartered flight to Seattle. We were greeted by our people. They greeted us with hula, with mele, and it was a moment where, you kind of get a little emotional because these are our people that are living here, but they want to be home. They want to be connected. So having this convention here allows us to keep some connection going with our people.
I like that. You guys do so many wonderful things back home for the Kanaka who are at home, but for you guys, it's also important for you guys to malama our people who are here. And I mean, just hats off to you guys. What are you most looking forward to as the po'o, over the next couple of days?
I always look for opportunities for our people, and honestly, with Hawaiians living in all 50 states across America, in this political environment that we live in, we have to figure out a way to strengthen our voices because there's mana in that voice. And so if we can find ways and synergize, find common ground, build upon it, we can really elevate our national voice and by way of that, shape policies that can support our future.
I like that. And you know what? You have so many things happening in your head right now. We just talked with Josh Stansbro the other day. Even, what was it? Energy sovereignty is important.
Sovereignty.
You're thinking about that kind of stuff too, Kuhio. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's just, for me, it's common sense. It's like we got to find ways to self-sustain ourselves through economics, through energy, through education. If the systems don't work for us, what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to continue to live where we're not happy, or are we going to find ways to build ourselves up? And so that's what this is about. This is about self-identity, self-determination. That's what this convention represents, is our voice and a time for us to come together to figure out what that future looks like.
That's very, very powerful for us to be able to hear that, brother. And I know that, exactly what Davey was saying, you have so much things going on in your head, energy sovereignty, economic sovereignty for our people, and yet continuing to nurture the culture and arts. Can you tell us a little bit about Hi'iaka and how that plays into this event?
Yeah, Hi'iaka is one of our upcoming projects. It's a story about Pele and her sister. but it's an elevation. You know, we just had Chief of War that's hitting the big screens. I mean, it's an amazing way in which authentic stories are being told. And Hiyaka will be another version. It's a Broadway production. It's partnering with some amazing producers from New York. But it's a chance to elevate ourselves as Hawaiians. So we tell stories on our terms, through our eyes, and make it so that it's, you know, it's something that the world can appreciate and embrace.
Yes. It's always a chicken skin moment talking story with you, Kuhio. I'm telling you, he's taking care of things for us. This is our CEO of Hawaiian Council, Kuhio. We thank you so much, Kuhio Lewis. And we know you got to get back to doing some great work amongst the things over here. And we've got more great work coming at you right here on Island Life Live. We'll be right back.